subscribe to our channel and click the like and for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with discussing about the reasoning here. And as I told you, this has been the important one than what we have to discuss here itself, here in the detail about it. And in terms of reasoning, if I'm going ahead here in the detail, yes, we had done your verbal reasoning here. In verbal reasoning, we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning, and that other than that, we talk about it. In general mental ability, in verbal reasoning, we had done in your general mental ability, where we had done your analogy series, that is your series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, all these topics we had done, and we had even just started with non-verbal reasoning. In general mental ability, we had done analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, direction cells test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking, time sequence test, mathematical operation, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reason, situation reaction test, and verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning, we had done a logic, statement argument, statement assumption, statement course of action, statement conclusion, deriving conclusions from passages, theme detection, question statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle as well. In terms of non-verbal reasoning, we are dealing here in the dot situation. Hopefully, if it is not exceeded, we will be completing surely in this class. We had covered up in non-verbal reasoning is a series and logic, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, pattern image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation that we are in. And after that, we'll start discussing about constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation and analysis, and then practice question paper, that what we have to discuss. Yeah, we will discuss different types of question paper in the classes here. Other than this, if I'm talking about here itself, in that situation we had even started in the last classes, and that what we have to even to cover up here as well. So on the same behalf of it, today we'll discuss about that has been the important question, and that what we even have to discuss here. All those questions in terms of related to any of the topic of reasoning, that has been important because you have to go ahead for a detail, and then after that you have to solve it out. We'll go ahead 23rd question of the session today class, because you had completed your 22nd question in the last classes. We'll go ahead with 23rd question of the session. This has been the class that has been your 228 class, 227 classes we had done in the last classes. Yeah, so we'll go ahead 23rd question of the session. Circle, then we have a rectangle, we have a triangle as well, then we have a square. So the points we have in it, that is one, it is in it here, then one is outside this one is in triangle one. So these were the dots here that has been figure. This has been the figure. We have your x here, we have your 1 2 3 4 and 5 4 figures that we have been representing. So we'll go ahead for the first one, that is the first figure we have as follows. This is the first figure if we talk about it. This is the first figure. Second figure we have here is this is second figure. Third figure, this is the third figure. Fourth figure, triangles. So this is the fourth figure here. Now with the same cases, we'll go ahead for finding out the answer as well. That is being as follows. So with the same cases for this type of a question here, that what we have to talk about it. So here in this type of a question in figure X, there are the three dots, one in the region that is common to the circle, square and rectangle. Second dot is in the region the common to the square, rectangle and triangle, and the third in the region that is common to the circle and the square only. So in figure 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 4, there is no common region to the square and rectangle and triangle only. So only figure 3rd contained all the three types of regions. So figure 3rd will be having as an answer. So I will do it with a different pen so that you will get to know about it. Otherwise you will be confused between it. Now we'll talk about it. That is in another question is your 20 which has been the 24th question of the sessions here, and that has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the same. That has been, we have as follows. This has been representing here. So it has been like, the dot, one is dot here, one is here, one is here. This will be the figure X. Now we'll have another one. This is first figure. Second figure we have. This is second figure. Third. Third figure. Fourth figure we have like this. This is fourth figure. This has been the question has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one as well, and that, as you know very well here as well. So the same cases here, that in the figure X there are the three dots, one on the region common to the circle, triangle and only, and second in the region common to the circle and square and rectangle only, and third contains that no region common in the circle and the triangles only. In figure 4, that contain to the region that is common to the circle, square and rectangle only. So figure 2 contain all the three types of regions. So we'll have your answer will be the figure 2 will be the right answer for this question here as well. The right answer will be having your second figure will be the right answer. This has been asked in hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one as well. We'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it. That is being the 25th question of the session, and that is really important too. So this is being representing like this. One dot is representing here, so one dot is here, and one dot is here. This is figure X. You'll have your first figure, second figure, third, fourth. So with the same cases we have your questions here. Now in the same case, one of the dots that lies only in the triangle, the second lies only in the square, and the third lies in the region that is common to the circle and the square. In figure 2, there is a portion lying in the triangle only, and in the figure 3rd there is a portion lying to the square only, and in figure 4 there is no portion that is common to the square and the circle within the triangle. So figure 1 contain all the 3 types of region here, and the figure that we have your answer is the figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead for the same. That is being the important one. Let's go ahead for the next one, which is being the 26th question of the session, and that what we have discussed here as follows. We'll be having another question here that has been the important one as well, and that's what we will have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same, and for this, as I told you, that has been the figure that what we have to answer it out. So we'll go ahead with the 26th question of the sessions as well. That is being as follows. So on 26th we have your circle first, then you have your square here, then we have your rectangle, and then we have your we have a triangle, then we have your rectangle. One dot is in here only. This is one dot here, and one dot is here. Okay, so this is what the figure is being representing. So this has been the figure X. Now we have your one first figure. It was like this. This is a circle, this is a square, and then we have your triangle here itself. This has been the first figure. We have second figure here. This has been representing second figure. Then we have your third figure as well. This third figure, and then we have your fourth figure. This is fourth figure, third figure, second figure. This has been the question has been asked in hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one as well in terms of this, that what we have to discuss here. So now we will be going ahead further, which will talk about the another question as being your 27th question of the session, and that has been in the same. See, these were the question here. Now we'll go ahead for the solution for this particular same, of course. That figure X that contain that 3 dots, and one in the region that is common to the circle and square only, and the second in the region that is common to the triangles and rectangles only, and the third in that the region common to the circle and rectangle. Figure 1 contain no region common to square and circle only. Figure 2 and 3rd contain no region common to the triangle and rectangle only. Figure 4 contain all the 3 types of region. So we'll have your figure, that will be the figure 4 will be the right answer for this question, and that has been your asking hotel management question paper. So that has been also important one for this. Now we'll go ahead for the next question, that what we did draw here, and that has been asked here as well. So that has been the important one. We'll go ahead for the 27th question of the sessions, and that we have here. This is circle, then we have your triangle, we have square. One dot is here representing one this and one here. This has been the X. Second we have circle here itself. This has been the triangle. Then we have your square. This is the first figure. Second figure we have circle, the square, and of course the triangle. Second figure. Third figure we have circle, triangle, and square. Fourth figure, square, circle, and triangle. This has been the fourth figure as well. So in the same cases we have to talk about it, and that what even though we have to answer it out here. On the same case, figure X contains 3 dots, one in the region that is common to the square and circle, second in the region common to all the figures, and third in the region that is common to the circle and triangles. In figure 1, 3, there is no region that is common to the circle and square only. And in figure 2, there is no region common to the circle and triangle only. Only figure 4 contains all the 3 types of region. So figure 4 will be the right answer for this question as well. And that has been the important one. Let's go ahead with the next question we have here, that is we have to talk about it, which has been the another important question here, and that has been the 28th question of the session, and that's what we have to talk about it. So 28th question of the session, and that has been the important one. Let's go ahead for the same. This is rectangle, then we have circle, then we have your triangle, and we have your square. This is here dots that is being representing here itself, and here it is also. This has been the figure X. We have your figure 1 that is being representing like this. This is your figure, another figure. Then you have your circle here that is being representing. This is the figure 1. This is the second figure we have, which is being representing so here it is being representing like this. This is the second figure. Third figure we have your circle, square, then triangle, and then of course rectangle. That is we have third figure. So fourth figure we have your, this is being this rectangle, then we have your circle, we have your square, you have your triangle here. This has been question has been asked in hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one of course, and that what we even have to talk about it. So for on the same basis we talk about here, and the figure that we have your answer was this has been important because it has been asked in hotel management question paper, as I told you here. In figure X, that contains the 3 dots, one in the region common to the circle and triangle, second in the region common to the triangle and square, third in the region that is common to the triangle and rectangle. Figure 2, 4 do not contain any region that is common to the square and triangle, and figure 3 does not contain any region that is common to the circle and triangle. So only figure 1 contain all the 3 types of region here. So figure we have your answer, that is being the figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one, that what we will have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the next, and that what we'll talk about it, which is being the another important question as 29 question of the sessions as well. So we'll go ahead for this, and that what we have to even to talk about it. So here we go ahead, that has been the important one too. So with regard of it, as you can see here, this has been the question, is the 29th question we have to talk about it, which has been important too, and as I told you many times here itself. So let's go ahead for the question. We have a square, then we have your triangle, we have your circle. So one dot is here, one is here, and one is here. Then we have this has been the figure X. Figure 1 we have your circle, then we have your square, this is triangle. First figure. Second figure we have here like this. Third figure is like this. The fourth figure we have like this. This is what we have to talk about it. So for the same we have to go ahead for that there are the 3 dots in figure X here, and that is only in circle alone. Second, in the region, that is common to all the three figures here, and the third in the region, that is common to the squares and circles only. Figure 2 does not contain a region that is common to the square and circle. It only and the first figure 3rd and 4th contain no region which lies only in the circle. So only figure 1 contain all the three types of region here, and figure that we have your answer with that as being the figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we talk about it, and that is being the another important question here, and that is, we have to discuss as well. That has been the 30th question of the session. So the 30th question of the session, and that is being important too. We'll go ahead here. First we have your square, circle, for the rectangle here, then we have a triangle. So one circle is here representing, one is here, and one is here itself. So this is what it will represent, that is being the figure X. Then we have a triangle, circle, then we have a rectangle, then we have a square. This is the figure 1. Second figure we have as follows. This has been triangles. Yeah. Third figure we have this has been the circle here that has been representing this next one figure, that has been the third figure. Fourth figure is representing like this. And that's what we have. This has been the fourth figure, and which has been asked in MBA examination paper, and that has been the important one as well. On the same cases for this, what we talk about it, and that has been the figure X that contains the three dots ON, and in the region that is common to the square and rectangle. Second in the region common to all the four figures, and the third in the region common to the rectangles and triangles. So figure 2 contains no region that is common to the rectangles and triangles only. So figure 3rd contain no region common to the rectangle and square only, and figure 4 contain no region common to all the four figures. So only figure 1 contain all the three types of figure regions here, and that will have your for figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question, that has been the 31st question of the session, and that has also been the important one, and that what we have to talk about it. Let's go ahead for the same, that has been the 31st question of the sessions here, which has been important too, and that what we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same, that has been the another one, 31st question of the session. This has been the circle here, then we have your rectangle as well, then we have your triangle here. So this point we have your first here representing, the second has been representing here, third has been representing here. This has been the figure X. We'll have your first one will be here, a circle is here, third is your representing here, and the fourth will be representing here. This is the first figure. Second figure we talk about it, this has been the second figure we have. This is the second figure. Third figure we have rectangle, then we have a circle. Inside the circle it is your, we have your square. Inside the square we have your triangle. This is the third figure. Fourth figure circle, then we have your rectangle, then we have your triangle, and we have your square as well. This is the fourth figure, and this has been asked in hotel management question paper. That what we have to even to talk about it, and which has been the important one as well. So on the same behalf of it, we have to go ahead, and on the same cases that in figure X that contains the three dots, one in the region common to the circle and square only, second in the region common to the square and rectangles and triangle only, and the third in the region common to the rectangle and triangles only. So figure 1 and 2 and 3 that contain the region that is common to the triangle, a square, rectangles only. So only figure that we have your figure 4 contain all the three types of region, and we have your answer is your figure 4 will be the right answer for this question as well. That has been the important one. Let's go ahead with another question, which has been the 32th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here, and which has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the same, and which has been the important one. So we'll go ahead with another one, which has been the 32th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. So we'll go ahead for the same. 32th question that we have here is been that is been rectangle triangle is been representing here. Then we have your triangle, then we have your circle, and we have your rectangle. This is figure X. This is the next figure we have here is been the triangle, rectangle. We have circle, then we have your square, and then of course we have your triangle. This has been the figure 1. Second figure we have, this has been the circle, then we have your square, and then we have your triangle of course, and this has been the second figure. Third we have your square, and then circle, triangle, and then we have your rectangle as well, that has been representing here. Now we have your another one as well. The fourth, this has been the third figure. Fourth figure we have, this has been square, inside that we have a circle, then we have your this has been the rectangle as well, that has been representing here. Then we have your triangle, this has been the triangle itself, that has been representing, that has been the fourth figure. So on the same phases that we have to talk about it here, and on the same cases, that in figure X, one dot lies in the region that is common to the circle, rectangle, and triangle, and the second dot that lies to the region common to the triangles and circle, and the third dot lies to the region that is common to the circle, triangle, square. And in figure 1, 2, and 3, there is no region common to the circle, triangle, and rectangle only third figure that contain all the three region types. The three types of regions here. So we'll have your answer will be the third figure will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with another question, and that has been the last question of this type of dot situation, will be the last question of the sessions here. So we'll go ahead for the same. So here on the same cases we'll go ahead with last, as I told you, and that has been the important one too, and you have to go ahead for the next. We'll discuss about that has been the 33rd question of the sessions as well, which is really important too, and that is we have to focus on when you are going to solve it or when you talk about it. So here we go ahead, and that we have, this has been the rectangle, then we have a circle, then we have your square, after that we have a triangle inside in it. So one dot is here, one dot is here, and one dot is here. This has been the figure X. We'll have your figure 1, which has been the square, then we have your triangle, then we have your circle, and then we have your rectangle. Then this is the first figure. Second figure we have square, then circle, then you have your rectangle, and then triangle. This is the second figure. Third figure we have, then circle, triangle, square. This is the third figure. Fourth figure, circle, rectangle, square, and triangle that we have here. This has been the fourth figure that we have here. Now on the same cases we'll talk about it, and that has been the another important question in terms of it, and we'll solve it out for the same. So with the same cases for, we'll go ahead and the answer that is here in figure X, that one dot appears in the region that is common to the circle and rectangle only. Second dot appears in the region that is common to the circle, rectangle, square only, and the third dot appears in the region that is common to the circle, common to the triangle, square, circle only. Figure 1 and 3 do not contain any region that is common to the circle, squares, and rectangle. Figure 2 contain no region common to the circle and triangle, and only figure 4 contain all the three types of regions here. So here we'll be going to end up with, and it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than reasoning, if I'm going ahead here in the detail, yes, we had done your sociology and software engineering, and as well as we had done your which is chemistry, where we had done which is unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5 as well, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9 and unit 10. As well as we had done your conversions for there, and we had done your logarithms, antilogs, as well as we had the symbols, elements and atomic numbers, and as well as the molar masses, of course. Other than that, we talk about the quantitative aptitude. Yes, in that quantitative aptitude we had started with arithmetical ability, where we had done in arithmetical ability we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, and then we have done problems on numbers, problems on ages, stars and indices, and that percentage we are dealing, which has been the tentative topic of the session of quantitative aptitude. After talking about that, yes, we are done. We are going to start with another topic which will discuss about data interpretation in quantitative aptitude after completing the arithmetical ability. In same cases, we are dealing with the DBMS, where we have to discuss about the different types of ER diagram that we are dealing here. After talking about that, yes, we are dealing with the understanding the human being comprehensively, and aspirations of its human being and their fulfillment, where we had completed unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5 we have to cover up here. And after that we'll start discussing about the short answer for the unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 here. Other than that, coming towards your reasoning, where we had completed your verbal reasoning, which has been that in that we had completed general mental ability and logic reasoning. In general mental ability, we had done analogy, classification, series, completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, positive, sequential or progressing relation, series test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking, time sequence test, mathematical operation, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reason, situation, reaction test, and verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning, we had done your logic, statement, argument, statement, assumption, statement, goals of action, statement, conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question, statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dies, and dot situation. We had end up here in this class only. We'll start discussing about in the next coming class, which is 229th classes. We have to discuss about the constructions of squares and triangles. After that, we'll discuss about figure formation analysis, and then we'll discuss the practice question paper, which has been important, of course, because in practice question paper we'll discuss the different types of questions paper in one frame. And before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. So thank you, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.